Dear students, welcome to my video class. In last class, I started Tanabe-Sugano diagram. Tanabe-Sugano diagram means interpretation of electronic spectra of both high spin as well as low spin complexes. And it applies for qualitative as well as quantitative analysis. Means, but in ORCAD diagram, it's only applicable for high spin cases and as qualitative analysis, not for the quantitative analysis. That's why it's very important diagram to interpret the electronic spectra. That's why in last class I explained the D1, D2, D9 system of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. It's very simple diagram or it's compared with ORCAD diagram. And the next Tanabe-Sugano diagram is D3 system. For D3 system, in D3 system, the energy diagram should be same for high spin as well as low spin complexes, because in electronic arrangement in the D3 system, from lower T2G, higher EG, because of in octahedral geometry, lower T2G energy level, higher EG energy level. In the D3 system, the 3 electron in hypothetical degeneracy should be arranged like that, and based on its electronic arrangement, the spectroscopic ground state or ground state term GST should be 4f and 4p, because of 3 half means 3 by 2 is a spin, and 2s spin multiplicity should be 2s plus 1 is 4, and based on its L value we can calculate that it is 4f, and other same spin multiplicity should be 4p. And in low spin cases, in low spin complexes, the electronic arrangement does not alter, means the 3 electrons are arranged in the lower in energy level. That's why in these cases also the 4f and 4p is the lowest spectroscopic energy. But other, based on the its electronic arrangement, means Russel's and Dust terms, the D3 system having the 4f, 4p, 2h, 2g, then 1d, these are the some other, 2d, these are the other spectroscopic notations. But we consider only these two for diagram while draw the Tanabe-Sugano diagram. We just start the Tanabe-Sugano diagram and number of electronic transition observed in the D4 system. So it's the plot the graph of delta naught by B versus E by B. It's a graphical representation plotted by delta naught by B as an axis and E by B as an ordinate. That's based on that the lowest energy or the lowest spectroscopic notation considered as zero energy or in the ground state energy. That's why it is considered as 4f, and other energy should be 4p, then 2h, 2g, like that. But we consider only these two for interpret the electronic spectra. So the 4f is an means D3 system from the ORCAD diagram. D3 system is F belongs to F ORCAD diagram. In F ORCAD diagram, D3 is an left half of the ORCAD diagram. In a left half of means D2, D7 of octahedral in right of the ORCAD diagram, and D3, D8 system of left half of the ORCAD diagram. In the left half of the ORCAD diagram, the its terms are inverse to the right side. That's why in these cases the 4f, the lowest energy means 4f means its transition or the Mulkin terms are 4a2g, 4t2g, 4t1g of f term, then 4t1g of p term. These are the 4f, 4p, 4f, 4p term belongs to these transitions. That's why we can draw the Tanabe-Sugano diagram. In here, the lowest term is 4a2g. That's why the x-axis is the zero term, that is 4a2g, And other transition, like the next highest energy is 4T2G. Then next energy term is 4T1G, 4T1G, and the next term is 4T1G of P. Clear? Means why these will be like that? Because of based on the orgel diagram in left half of the orgel diagram, that is the like that. Either you can plot in the curve nature or in a straight line. But the three transitions are observed that is nu 1 and that is nu 2 and it's an nu 3. Means the first transition due to 4A2G to 4T2G. Next transition is 4A2G to 4T1G of F term, and the third transitional line or nu 3 is 4A2G to 4T1G of P term. So based on that, there are the three transitional lines will be observed in the Tanabe-Sugano diagram. It's similar to the orgel diagram, but we can rotate the orgel diagram, and lowest energy or the lowest term considered as zero energy. From the zero energy, the electronic transition takes place to the next higher energy level. That's why the three transitional lines are observed in the D3 systems. And how it's useful for or to calculate the energy means it's a qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis means number of transitional lines. There are the three transitional lines, and we can also calculate its energy. Energy means delta naught. The delta naught means the crystal field stabilization energy or splitting energy. The delta naught can be easily calculated by the use of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. How it's calculated? Based on the some energies are given. Means either they given the nu 1, nu 2, nu 3. Means the three transitional lines are given, and based on its transitional lines we can calculate the delta naught by B. B stands for Rekha parameter, and delta naught can be calculated. So by the help of that we can consider one example for the quantitative analysis of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. From that I just write that example in deduce the value of delta naught and B Rekha parameter for Cr NH3 6 times 3 plus deduce the value of delta naught and B for the complex of Cr NH3 6 times 3 plus. From that the nu 1 nu 2 or the lambda 1, the given data is lambda 1 is 464 nanometer and lambda 2 is equal to 350 nanometer. One is 464 nanometer and another one is 350 nanometer. So we can first observe the complex. In complex Cr NH3 6 times. So the NH3 is an strong ligand, means that is an low spin complexes. In Cr in plus 3 state, Cr in plus 3 state. That's why chromium plus 3 means it is under the D3 system. Clear? Because of the chromium atomic number 24. 24 means argon 18, 3D 3 4s 3D 4 4s1. sorry, 3d5 4s1. It's a change of the electronic transition. 3d5 4s1. From that, chromium in +3. That's why it is D3 system. The D3 system for high spin and low spin complexes, its electronic arrangement does not alter. That's why it's the same energy diagram in the for of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. In here there are the three transitional lines, but they given lambda 1 and lambda 2. Lambda means wavelength. We can convert in the form of per centimeter. It will convert in the form of per centimeter. That's why per centimeter means nu bar. Wave number, the wave number is inversely proportional to wavelength. That's why in here the first one nu 1 bar is equal to 1 by lambda 1. 1 by lambda 1 is 1 divided by 464 nanometer. First you convert in the form of centimeter. That's why into 10 to the power minus 7 centimeter, and its value should be to 21,550 per centimeter. It's an 21,550 per centimeter. Similarly, for nu2 bar is equal to 1 divided by 350 into 10 to the power minus 7, which is equal to 28,500 per centimeter. 28,500 per centimeter. That's where nu1 and nu2 will be calculated. Based on that, the nu1 and nu2, we can express the values as nu1 by nu2 is equal to, nu2 by nu1 is equal to means 28,500 divided by 21,550 per centimeter get cancels. Its value should be 1.32. Its value should be 1.32, which is nothing but delta naught by b. Sorry. It's is 1.32. And in here either they given the delta naught by b value. Means delta naught by b means it's ratio of crystal field splitting energy and Rekha parameter. Either they given the two parameters. One is energy as well as its ratio. Otherwise we can difficult to calculate the delta naught value. So in these cases the delta naught by b is 32.8 per 32.8, and nu2 by nu1 is equal to 1.32. nu2 by nu1 is equal to 1.32. From that, how nu2 by delta naught by b will be calculated based on the graphical representation of nu2 by nu1. Okay, nu2 by nu1 versus delta naught by b. nu2 by nu1 versus delta naught by b. It's a graph. Observe that its value should be, the nu2 by nu1 should be 1.32. We can start that either 0, 1, 2, 3 like that, and it's an 1.32. From the 1.32, it's draw that and touches the x-axis, and its value should be 32.8. The value of delta naught by b is 32.8 by the plot the graph of nu2 by nu1 versus delta naught by b. From that we can calculate the delta naught by b is 32.8. Once you calculate, then by the plotting the graph of, I just rub it, by plotting the graph of E by B, okay, E by B against delta naught by B, E by B against delta naught by B, means it's the same graphical representation. From the 30.2, means suppose in here delta naught is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. 32.8, we just plotted the 32.8, and from that we can draw a vertical line. It means from the 0 to this level, or from this part or the left part should be explained as high spin state, high spin complexes, and the right of the vertical line it explains the low spin complexes. It's a low spin complexes is far away that from the 32.8, from that it's as considered as low spin complexes. First you draw that from the this line or from the vertical line you just draw the or add the line for the y-axis for was first one and the next one is second one and another one is third one. It explaining as E1 by B, E2 by B and E3 by B. E1 by B, E2 by B, E3 by B. Its value should be again 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. It's an approximated line should be drawn, but by calculating its energy, it's a neat graph. Means either we can observe from the books, it's a ready-made graph. From that graph, we can calculate the delta naught by B or delta naught value or E by B values. For the approximation, explain either E1 by B, E2 by B, E3 by B. From that, I just explain the E1 by B because of it's observed from the standard graph E1 by B. From that E1 by B, E2 by B, E3 by B. E1 by B is equal to 33 and E2 by B is equal to 43. There is no nu 3 because of in the given data should be nu 1 and nu 2 or lambda 1 and lambda 2. That's why E1 by B, E2 by B, one is 33, another one is 43. So based on the E1 and E2, E1 by B and E2 by B, where E1 is nothing but nu 1 bar and E2 is nothing but nu 2 bar. That's why from that the Rekha parameter should be calculated. How means from this E1 means 21,550 divided by B is equal to 33 here, and the second case is 28,500 divided by B is equal to 43. From that B value should be calculated. At the first its B value should be, I just written here, B value should be 653 per centimeter, and in the second case it's 662 per centimeter, 662 per centimeter, and average value means B is equal to B1 plus B2 divided by 2, it should be 658 per centimeter, 657.5 something, that's why it's considered as 658 per centimeter. Once you calculate the Rekha parameter B value, then we can calculate, I just repeat because of it's an important for the identification of number of transitional lines and also the energy. How it's quantitatively applicable means based on these calculation. That's why for the delta naught by B calculation, once you calculate the B value, then beta or delta naught by B is equal to already calculated 32.8. Clear? Delta naught by B is equal to 32.8. From that we know the B value, Rekha parameter. That's why delta naught is equal to B into 32.8 or which is equal to 658 into 32.8 which is equal to 21,550 per centimeter. That is the delta naught value. 21,550 per centimeter is the delta naught value. That is a quantitative application of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. It's in an exam point of view, it will not ask because of you must have the standard graph of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. Otherwise, it's difficult to draw a single line or the exact value E1 by B, E2 by B, or delta naught by B. It should be exact scale should be required for draw the Tanabe-Sugano diagram. It's an rough diagram of Tanabe-Sugano diagram. We can explain in the examination. That's why this type of calculation will not ask. But how it's applicable as quantitatively means based on these calculations. And next move on to the D8 system because of it's similar to the D3 system. In D8 system, I just explain the electronic arrangement. In the electronic arrangement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a low spin, high spin complexes. In low spin complexes, its electronic arrangement should be 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. That's why it's also the same, means D3, D8 system are having the same Russell-Sanders terms, means 4F, 4P, 4F, 4F, 4P, 2H, 2G, 2D. These are the Russell-Sanders terms. Out of these, we consider only two, 4F, and same spin multiplicity should be 4P. It's similar to the D3 system. That's why we can draw the Tanabe-Sugano diagram of D8 system, means 4F, 4P, 4F, 4, sorry, in here 3F, 3P, 3F, 3P. Why? Because of in D8 system means we can calculate the 2 is the spin, 1 is the spin, that's why 2 into 1 plus 1, that's why 3F, and similar 3P. And one you consider that D8 system is again left half of the Orgel diagram. Clear? Left half of the, because of D3, D8 are the same energy diagram in Orgel cases. But one thing is, in Tanabe-Sugano diagram, D3, D8 are the same transitional lines, but the spin multiplicity should be 3F in case of D8, 4F in case of D3. But the energy diagram should be same. For the energy diagram, in here 3F is the lowest energy and another one is 3P, same spin multiplicity. It is left half of the Orgel diagram. That's why the A2G is an lowest term, and we can draw this diagram, that is 3A2G, and there are the three transitional lines, 3A2G, 3T2G, 3T1G of F, 3T1G of P term. That is the 3P. That is the 3P. And the three transitional lines are observed as nu1, nu2, nu3 due to 3A2G to 3T2G, 3A2G to 3T1G of F, 3A2G to 3T1G of P terms. That is the D8 system. That is the D8 system. And next move on to the very important concept or very important diagram of Tanabe-Sugano diagram or complicated diagram coming is D4, D5, D6 and D7 system. Because of its complicated, in these cases we can compare the high spin and low spin complexes. Just start the D4 system. In D4 system, the electronic arrangement should be like that. Lower T2G, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is the high spin complexes. Clear? High spin complexes. and in high spin complexes it's 4 by 2 is the spin, and 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5d is ground state energy. D4 system is 5d is the ground state energy in high spin complexes. But in case of low spin complexes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of low spin, it electronic pairing energy should be maximum. The electrons are paired up, then only it moves to the higher energy level. That's why the electronic arrangement should be like that. So based on this electronic arrangement, the spin should be S is equal to half plus half 1. Therefore 2s plus 1 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1. That's why it is 2 plus 1 3. And L value should be calculated as plus 2 plus 1 0 minus 1 minus 2. In here 2 into 2 4, 4 plus 1 5. S is equal to L is equal to 5. L equal to 5. L equal to 5 means S P D F G H. Clear? H is the, that word H, its ground state term is 3H. Ground state term is 3H, and other Russell-Sanders terms are written as in the lowest 5D, and next is 3H, and next is 3G, so on. 3G is changes, but out of other Russell-Sanders terms, we consider 5D as high spin cases and 3H in the low spin complexes. Just move on to the Tanabe-Sugano diagram of D4 system. In D4 system, in here 5D is the lowest in energy level. 5D is the lowest in energy level, and from the data, it's about 28.2 something, or 10, 20, 30, 40 of delta naught by D value, and from the it's a one vertical line, it indicates the distinguish of high spin low spin complexes. The 5D is a D orgel diagram. In D orgel diagram, D4 means left half of the orgel diagram, means lower EG, higher T2G. Clear? In case of right half of the orgel diagram, T2G, EG, but in case of left half, EG, T2G. That's why in the lowest energy, that is lowest energy, phi is the spin multiplicity, therefore phi EG in the lower energy level, phi EG in the lower energy level, and the next energy level should be phi T2G, that is the high spin complexes. Only the one transitional lines due to phi EG to phi T2G, and other Russell-Sanders terms are 3H should be considered. In a 3H, in D4 system, 5D, 3H, 3G are the Russell-Sanders terms. Out of that, 5D and 3H are considered. So that's why in the 5D system, only the one transitional lines due to phi EG to phi T2G. But in the 3H, in the low spin complex, involve the 3H term, and it involves the 3T1G, EG, 3T1G, 3T2G. The low spin transitional lines are explaining in the next video. Thank you for watching my video.